What is the best thing that you have done just because somebody said you couldn't? Run.
Thank you, Ignacio. That's a very good question. I think that a lot of times we are motivated by the fact that there's a challenge put in front of us. And sometimes the loudest voice is our own self-talk. I think that we oftentimes put limits on ourselves. We say, oh, I can never do this, I can never do that, and therefore we never even try. So I would say that part of it is just fear. Fear of failure, yes. Also fear of the unknown. Fear of actually succeeding. What if I actually succeeded in doing what I would like to do? What would that be like? That would be life-changing. Well, am I ready to cope with such a life change? I don't know about that. So I think that for a multitude of reasons, we hesitate and we hold ourselves back, especially when it comes to things that require persistence. In fact, it wasn't until later in my life that I learned persistence. When I was younger, I always tended to not carry through. I quit Cub Scouts due to certain circumstances. I quit band due to certain circumstances. But I never really carried it through to the point where I got a lot of gratification and self-satisfaction for that persistence. But of course, now in my older years, I've been able to actually reverse that, at least when it comes to things like the database that I'm building on genetics and health, which I've been working on now for 14 years. And even though I'm not being rewarded financially for that yet, that's not stopping me. In fact, that kind of persistence is really one of the building blocks, one of the keys to success. It's like that book, Grit, that I've talked about repeatedly. And I think that it's one of the ultimate things that I've been able to do, even though when I was younger, I didn't think that I could do that. I didn't think I could persist to that point. So I'm happy with that development. That's it. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Those were wonderful